For this topic, we are going to be talking about the story of water and sustainability. Like any good story, it starts with once upon a time. God gives us water bestowed upon us for free in various forms. It's either from the pouring water from the sky as rainfall, all the way to the calm, clear flowing water in the stream and river that finally end up into the ocean that have its sea breeze and wave. However, all that water consumes about 70% of the Earth's surface, yet not all of it is readily available for human consumption. Most of that water is made up mostly of ocean, salt water with only very little amount exists as fresh water. Even the last portion of fresh water are not easily accessible by being in solid ice form or being deep underground. Taking that into account, less than 1% of the world water could be taken directly for use daily. When we talk about human consumption, it wasn't just simply mean taking the water directly from its source, which could be a river or lake. Our daily need and mass population require for the water to be supplied constantly into our houses, being pumped through miles and miles of piping system and all the machinery to make it possible. By that, it wouldn't be much of a surprise for a place that receives a heavy rainfall or even flooded but doesn't really have any water supply because the piping system is shut down or broken. With that being said, as true and logical as it can be, water is easy for our use for free, but the need and demand require some monetary incentive to make it work for all and for continuous clean daily water supply. The link between water and sustainability could be clearly and objectively characterized by looking at the 7 goals of the MDG or the Millennium Development Goal, specifically on the 10 and 11 target that look into improving water supply and sanitation service. Looking into the context of the 10th target, access to water primarily indicate on the availability to safe water as defined by the World Health Organization and for the global population consumption. The physical health impact that could be caused by consuming unsafe water could be devastating, especially for the young infant and elderly folk. With the demand on water is continuous for daily usage, it became quite an asset, especially for the clean water, but also with an opposite side of becoming really unwanted, especially for the dirty, smelly water that need to be flown away. Depending on the way it being drawn away or at the very least treated, those unwanted water could even end up into the natural water system, polluting the available clean water and making it no longer for consumption. From Malaysia's scenario, we could see the differences of companies that work in supplying clean water and there are those that being paid to cater the dirty water in a responsible manner. This could be seen by the water services in each state, such as Syarikat Air Terengganu for the state of Terengganu and for the sewerage system which is Indah Water Consortium, IWK. On Malaysia perspective, we are actually blessed with heavy rainfall that could become a very suitable, readily available, safe water. But many of our main river systems are becoming polluted. In the overall view, our concerns are upon the water resources that became the source of our water supply. The pollution could jeopardize those water supply since we require the water for ourselves and our daily activity. For water sustainability that we get to enjoy all year around, these are the few concepts that we could consider. And finally, we get to the end of our story. Whether this story ends as an happy ending or a dirty nightmare, I just let you decide. Hope you enjoy this topic and good luck. Thank you.